Hello, this is Gordon from Metaverse and Crypto. It's September 18th, coming at you with another video here. Today, for my 100th video on my channel, I'm going to get into a strategy to turn 5K into 100K in Elephant Money token. Again, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. This is just kind of a strategy or some strategies that I'm considering around the token in a vacuum without taking into consideration futures, the unlimited NFTs, and the other things in this ecosystem which are of value and could be of use going forward. So, why do you want to be here? Well, here's the chart, it goes up and to the right. The reason for this is the way that it's structured and the mathematics behind it. Bertha is the second largest holder. Bertha is the treasury. It has 172.3 trillion tokens. Within the liquidity pools, it's a 1 quadrillion token. There's only 93 trillion tokens left in the two liquidity pools. This has gone down 6.2 trillion over the last 7 days, and Bertha's gone up by 1.3 trillion. So what does this mean? Well, as a whale, Bertha only sells if it needs cash to cover off the debt or the what's outgoing. So the assets of Bertha are going up 4x versus the requirements that it needs on the debt side is going up more at a linear fashion. So there's always going to be funds there to pay out, and as people access the yield that is part of the elephant money ecosystem, this just keeps growing. The treasury just keeps growing in value and size. So let's get into my strategy here. What I want to cover off here, um, this is looking at 8.3 billion tokens, and that's just kind of an initial buy that I had. So initial investment, I'm kind of got into the protocol a little bit later. It's been around since 2021, and got into this one in the last few months. My initial input was $3,500, and if you want to get the same, $8.3 billion bag right now, at the 6 zeros 44, which it just kind of eclipses this price, it's $4,000. And if you want to get into 10 billion, and the reason why we utilize 10 billion within the community, this is kind of like a point which they talk about, which is a good number to have to allow you to kind of maximize your value, or not your value, but maximize kind of the returns that you can get down the road, and gives you a little more flexibility. If you have a billion, that's still good. It's gonna, if it goes up 10x or 100x or 1000x, you're still going to get great value on that. But this 10 billion also represents around $5,000 right now in a purchase. And how can you turn that into 100k? So looking at the left hand side here, the red cells, this is a 10x in price, five zeros and five, just a little bit over that. Here's a 100x in round two, 100x price, and down here the dark red one is 1000x. So what I've done here in rounds one and two, I have a low and a high profit. So you're going to take 10% or 20% profits in round one and two, and then you increase this 20% to 40% profits, and then in round three and four and round five it's a 25 and 50% profit. So when I say percentage wise, 10%, you're taking 10% of the total bag of tokens and selling it off. So you're taking 10% profit take. So of the 8.3 billion tokens that you have, you're going to sell 837 million here, and the 20% does twice that. And then also you have, from the price on the 10% profit, you have a low profit take here where you sell it at the 0.005. This is your low profit take column on the right hand side. And then if you diamond hand it in the round to 5 zeros and 9, that's your high profit take at 10 and 20%. So in round one, a 10% profit take at the early price gives you $3,700. And then if you go to the 20% profit at the point, the 5 zeros and 9, you're getting 13,500. And that's what you get. And then you carry that forward into the profits in round two. If you take another 10, it adds a 3,700 here plus the 7,000. And this also is taken off the 10% tax, sell tax. If you're selling at a pancake swap, you can get a little bit cheaper price by buying, from Bertha off the website. So the other thing you want to consider as well, if you're not into diamond handing all the way through the 5 rounds, I've done the last kind of column here, looks at the if you do a complete sell off. So if you sell off, you can get in round one, you can get $37,700 by going at the 005 price, and you can get $67,000 if you hold it out to 5 zeros and 9. So you're kind of 2/3 of the way to that 100k in round one if you want to get out there. And again, make sure you develop your strategies and have where you want to take profits and get out. For me, I want to get my initial investment out, and then also I want to, at some point, I want to be able to have enough to get around 8k into the futures, maybe get into some NFTs if they're still around. But have this decision where you want to be and what you want to do. And one of my big pieces that I want to have is to have enough to pay off my mortgage. So I need to pay the taxes on what I take out, and then also, have enough to kind of pay off my mortgage. So that's kind of a big piece for me down the road that I want to look at. But have those specifics that you want so that your emotion does not get in the way, and you don't maybe diamond hand it too long, and you want to hold out and you say, hey, I missed paying this, or missed this big trip that I wanted to do, and you're still holding on it. You want to take some profits. Make sure you're doing stuff in the real world and don't just keep putting money back into crypto. So you get into round two here, and this is where you can actually, if you're selling off at the high profit, if you've taken that, you're well into the 100K, and if you want to get into that, you can switch over from kind of a low profit to a high profit at you're just past the 100x, and that'll get you your $100,000. And this is after paying the taxes on the token as well. That's not your local government tax. You still have to pay that in Canada. Probably I just call it 50%. It's probably more like 40, but just cut that number in half. So if I wanted to have 100K in my pocket, I need to be out here waiting for the third round of the prices going forward. So if you do hold out for 5 rounds, you can get into the seven figures. And like I said earlier, the possibilities for a million. This is 1,000x, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that Elephant Token can go there. If you look at their tokens right now, if you look at their, sorry, I've got to go to the earlier one. Right now, we're kind of at the 93 trillion tokens. They do it in price per million. It's about 44 cents per million elephant tokens. So that's a 440 million market cap. So going down here, where we get to the 10x, 4 billion. We're up here with 30 trillion tokens left in the liquidity pool, and if you're looking at 100x, you're somewhere around here with just under 10 trillion and 9, maybe 8 trillion tokens left, so you can get into that, the 100x as well. So these are the pieces that are going. Get your strategies. Again, not financial advice, but if you do like my content, please like and subscribe. Looking forward to bringing you more, because I definitely look forward to bringing you the futures pieces and the unlimited NFTs and the other pieces of the Elephant Money token, or Elephant Money ecosystem. This is Gordon from Metaverse and Crypto.